What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Next Year Nero back with another review. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can keep up with all my content, reviews, and anything gaming related, man. So today we reviewing Tales of Kenzauer. Man, I love this game. I'm gonna start off rip by saying this game touched a lot of emotions for me. It hit very close to home when it comes to dealing with the loss of a close one and a loved one, especially a father figure. So let's talk about it. But before we do talk about it, let's give a quick shout out to my sponsor and the reason this review is possible, and that is my guy Sticks Figures Gaming. He's a talented brother and a man of many traits. He's a behavioral scientist, an author, gaming investor, fashion designer, got his PhD, a music producer, entrepreneur, a human behavioral consultant. Yes, that's a lot, I know, man. He writes a lot of great articles on a plethora of topics and subjects, and he's also just a great person in general, man. He's been supporting my channel and he's had my back for a little while now, man. So shout out to him. He got a great online store with some fire clothes, so make sure you check out all of his gear. And shout out to the homie Gritty rocking some of his gear. All the links is in the description. Let's get it, man. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to talk about is the graphics and gameplay. And the graphics in this game is beautiful, and I very much really enjoyed the art style and the overall direction they went with the look and feel of this game. And for this to be a $20 game, the amount of attention and the attention to detail that went into this game, and I would say the overall atmosphere, is very good and very well done. Each biome felt different and unique while still being beautiful. The game has two graphic modes to choose from, but I stayed in performance mode because that's where the game felt the best. It was a visual boost, I guess, in the resolution, but the 30 frames trade-off in this game just did not feel good. All 30 frames is not the same, and in this game I definitely think 60 FPS is the way to go. So the graphics is definitely not pushing any boundaries when it comes to visuals, but it is a nice consistent package for the price. So with that being said, I have no complaints. The gameplay felt great as well. The combat had layers to it. It's not super deep or complex, and the skill tree is very basic, but it's appropriate for what you're getting within the price. I ran into no bugs, but I did have an issue where whenever I paused the game, the analog stick would not register my response right away, which could become very frustrating when you're bringing up the map real quick and then just jumping back in the gameplay. But besides that, guys, I really had no problem. I would say the combat is definitely challenging at times, depending on the difficulty you choose. The platforming in this game was very satisfying. And like I said in my Prince of Persia Lost Crown review earlier this year, I'm new to this genre of game, and Metroidvanias has been growing on me, and this only furthers my love for this genre. The fact that this game was made by a new studio and a small team says a lot, because you can really feel the passion behind this game, and that alone goes a very long way with me. When I can feel the passion and love into a game, I really cherish that, and this is definitely going to go down as one of my gaming highlights of 2024. So overall, on the graphics, I give it an A+, man. I really enjoyed it. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing revolutionary, but just a very pretty game, and I love the art style. So the second topic I want to touch on is the story and cast. And guys, I always keep my reviews spoiler free, so you don't have to worry about me spoiling anything. But the story, man, was very well done, man. It's about a young boy losing his father. His father was a writer, and you're pretty much playing out the book of the father that he was writing, and you're going to finish that book when you get to the last couple chapters. And man, it was very well done. The pacing was extremely good, man. The game definitely didn't overstay its welcome. I spent a little more time than you probably will, because I just spent a lot of time exploring and just, you know, enjoying the environments and taking it all in. But the story really touched home with me, man, with the boy losing his father, because it reminded me of you know, me losing my grandfather about 2 years ago, and you know how my mom and my uncles was grieving with losing their father, and how me as a grandson was dealing with losing my grandfather, because he was the closest thing I had to a father figure. So just seeing Zhao go through the different stages of grief and the different challenges of overcoming that, you know, whether it's him being hot-headed and not wanting to listen and not thinking clearly, thinking off of emotion and just rushing into certain situations without really assessing what's going on around him, that is a very real thing. From losing loved ones or friends, sometimes you might just feel like crashing out, you know, you might just feel like just doing whatever comes to your mind. So I think that is very dope, and it's very well done. And shout out to the creator behind this game. I can't pronounce his name, but the fact that, you know, he made this game for his father that he lost, I feel like that was very dope. That was very touching, and you can just tell this was a passion project right? So the story was A+ as well. I really enjoyed that, man. Masterpiece storytelling. Third topic I want to touch on, and pretty much the last topic, guys, is the sound design, the music, and voice acting. And yo, the voice acting in this game.
This wasn't supposed to happen. This wasn't how the story should have ended. It wasn't supposed to end this way. I can't. I feel so lost.
When we found out we were having you, we were terrified. We read all the books, spoke to all our family, our friends. But how can you be prepared for a child before you have even met them? Oh, we felt lost to Zuberi. But then, your Baba turned to me and I will never forget it. He turned and said, every story begins at the end of another.
The voice acting in this game is fantastic, man. It felt like people was taken right out of Wakanda, you know, like the accents for, you know, where the game is taking place, and for the culture was just amazing, man. I love every voice actor I came across in here. Only a handful of characters you meet, man, but everyone sounds so good, from the little girl you meet in the beginning of the game to the guy that's you know, traveling with you, to just random people that you meet or might save in the world. The game always felt and sounded amazing, and it's so refreshing to just hear a bunch of black voices. You know, as a black person, it's just nice to hear that, them accents, and just that us being represented well, you know. So this, for me, you know, as a young black male, I'm 25, this game really meant a lot to me, man. Whether it's from the story or me losing a loved one to just feeling like we was represented well in the video game. So I really want to thank the director, Surgent Studios. I know this is their first game. This was absolutely amazing, man. So to conclude my final thoughts, man, this is an amazing game for the price, guys. Like I said, it's about $20. You can't beat that. If you can, you know, gift it to a friend, or, you know, just give it to somebody that you think would like it, man. It's extremely beautiful. It has a touching story that actually has an impact on me specifically, and the person who made the game, you know, he was making it with the intentions of, you know, kind of showing what he was going through and how he dealt with the loss of his father. It made me think of my grandfather and, you know, some uncles that I lost. So I think that's very dope, man. I absolutely loved the game. The music was amazing. The voice acting was amazing. The sound design was amazing. In my humble opinion, Tales of Kenzara is a masterpiece for this to be their first game. And like I said, shout out to my sponsor, Sticks Figures Gaming. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and listen to this message from my brother Sticks Figures, and I think this might help a lot of people throughout their day. He spoke a lot of facts, as he always do. Make sure you shoot him a follow. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I'm going to keep this really simple. You know exactly who they are, and you need to get away from them and deny access to you from them. You know who they are, and what I'm talking about is the people that you know are gatekeeping certain progresses that you're going after. You know who they are. Now, maybe it has a lot to do with upbringing. We can tackle that in another talk. But you've in some way been conditioned or groomed to go with the flow or not rock the boat. That's everybody's favorite quote when you want to stand up for yourself, right? But you know who those people are. You know who the gatekeepers in your life are. You know who the manipulative people in your life are. You know who the unsupportive people in your life are. You owe them nothing. Free yourself and get clear of them. Be well.